The movie begins when Avery, a CIA agent, returns home from work. She is surprised to find the entire house in disarray, as though it had been the scene of a search. Worried, she is soon interrupted by a call from an unknown source, who instructs her to steal the canary black file hidden in a detainee's tooth at her sister's CIA black site. The catch: they've kidnapped her husband David, and will kill him if she doesn't comply. After the call ends, Avery immediately contacts Serena, her old friend and a well-known hacker, who has just landed a real job. Avery convinces Serena to help track the location of the call. Determined to save her husband, Avery returns to work, searching the system to locate the detainee holding the file. As she works, she receives a message showing the location of the call from Serena. She heads to the location but finds herself trapped, standing on a pressure-sensitive explosive device. Despite the danger, Avery, accustomed to high-pressure situations, manages to survive the explosion. Avery then heads to her sister's CIA black site, where she locates the detainee Stoica. She tries to convince him to give her the file, hidden in his fake tooth, but Stoica refuses. In a desperate attempt, Avery beats him and forcibly pulls out his tooth, but finds nothing. Other CIA agents intervene, assuming she has the file, and attempt to stop her. However, Avery easily takes them down. This incident leads the CIA to declare her wanted, and soon, everyone is hunting for her. Avery calls Hunland, her boss, to explain the situation. Meanwhile, a team of CIA agents raids her house, hoping to find her, but she's nowhere to be found. Avery, however, is in a separate private apartment when a man suddenly appears behind her, intending to fight her. She kills him, as she does with most of her enemies. Soon after, the kidnappers call again, congratulating her for eliminating the man. Avery tries to explain that she didn't find the file in Stoica's tooth, but they ignore her and continue to threaten her husband's life. Avery texts Hunland, requesting a private conversation. As they speak, CIA agents track their location and arrest Avery. As Avery is transported to base camp, 2 cars give chase and attach explosives to the CIA vehicles, causing a dramatic explosion. Avery barely survives the blast, managing to escape from the wreckage. Relentlessly, she breaks into the hotel room of the CIA deputy commander. She forces him to wear a mute mask and demands access to his laptop in order to copy the canary black file. After several failed attempts to access the laptop, she breaks 2 of his fingers, takes his badge, and uses it to access a secure server at PLK Technologies. She successfully copies the file but is soon confronted by PLK security. Avery escapes, using the drone sent by Serena. In a safe location, they examine the contents of the canary black file and discover that it contains a virus capable of devastating the world. Later, Avery runs to a phone booth to answer a call but arrives just after it ends. Unbeknownst to her, the kidnappers have been manipulating her. They electrocute and inject her, causing her to faint. When she wakes up, she finds herself chained. To her horror, the kidnapper is revealed to be Breznov, a man she knows. He gloats about having the canary black file and plans to use Avery's weakness to make himself rich. Avery pleads with him not to release the virus, knowing the millions of lives at risk, but Breznov is resolute. When she asks about her husband, a lady went to bring David from a separate room and shot him right in front of her. Breznov leaves to celebrate his success with his crew, but as the lady attempts to stab David, he and Avery overpower her. Using her knife, David cut the cuffs on his hands and used her weapon to kill her. Avery is shocked by David's ability to fight back, considering he was just a regular civilian. She demands that he tell her the truth about his identity. David confesses that he is Kali, a terrorist the CIA has been searching for. This revelation is confirmed when Breznov betrays him, leading Avery to realize that her husband has been working with the enemy all along. Despite this, Avery and David team up to stop Breznov. David pulls electric wires, causing a power outage that gives Avery the advantage. When the backup generators kick in, Breznov and his men regroup. During the confusion, David shoots one of Breznov's men, attracting the attention of the others. As they attempt to seal the room, Avery kills some of Breznov's crew, causing them to lose control. Breznov and the man with the laptop flee upstairs. Avery follows them, shooting the man in the leg, causing him to fall with the laptop. Avery and Breznov exchange gunfire before engaging in a brutal physical fight. After a tense struggle, Avery overpowers Breznov and kills him. She rushes to stop the laptop from releasing the virus, breathing a sigh of relief as she succeeds. David approaches her, trying to explain himself, but Avery, heartbroken and betrayed, returns his ring and refuses to listen. At that moment, CIA agents arrive, and David flees through a river behind the building. The CIA takes Avery into custody, and the deputy commander arrives to present her with a file to sign for the estimated damages and crimes she caused. He attempts to take revenge by breaking her finger, but she nods at him and retaliates by breaking his nose. Just then, a woman enters the prison, introducing herself as Elizabeth. She offers Avery a job, impressed by her skills. Elizabeth reveals she works for MC6, an underground agency responsible for handling the world's most critical threats, missions beyond the capabilities of any other agency. Avery accepts the offer and is released from prison.